And a group of nuns has gathered to record a new CD of music dedicated to the Blessed Sacrament. The sisters have teamed with De Montfort Music, Sophia Music Group, to bring us Adoration from Carmel, Eucharistic hymns from the Carmelite Sisters of the Most Sacred Heart of Los Angeles. A member of their community, Sister Gianna Heinemann, is here to tell us more about it. Sister Gianna, thank you for being here. We'll get to the new CD in a moment, but tell me about your community, the Carmelite Sisters of the Most Sacred Heart of Los Angeles. Give me a sense of the community and its apostolates.
Well, our community was founded from, our mother founders came from Mexico during the religious persecution in the 1920s and 30s. And she came to Los Angeles and wanted to find a safe haven for her sisters. And so we have been here for 95 years. And we are a bit of a unique version of Carmel, as you may imagine. We're semi-cloistered, meaning that we do have our life of Carmel, our life of prayer, but we have active works also. Whereas other cloistered Carmelite communities, they don't leave their monastery. But we have the traditional life of prayer, and then we serve in education, in retreat work, and in healthcare for the elderly.
Now, Sister Gianna, obviously a part of your service is music and the chant, and I know that plays an important role in your liturgical lives. How important is music to the community, and how does music reflect your devotion to the Eucharist?
That's a great question. Well, we begin our day is ordered, or we call it our horarium, is beginning with music and ending with music. In the morning, our sister who rings the rising bell wakes us. And so the very first thing coming out of our mouths and as we exit out of sleep is song, and she's calling us to the chapel. So we begin before the Blessed Sacrament and we end before the Blessed Sacrament at night, praying Compline together. So singing is of the essence of our life in the Mass, in Eucharistic Adoration, and the Divine Office.
The new CD is called Adoration from Carmel, Eucharistic Hymns. It was recorded in your own St. Joseph's Chapel, and it consists of both traditional and contemporary arrangements. How are these 16 selections chosen, Sister? And what's the significance of these pieces of music that made their way onto the CD?
Well, we wanted to compile a selection of music that's really flowing from our prayer, what we do every day out of our devotion to the Lord in the Blessed Sacrament. And especially with our community, we have a focus on devotion to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So what you'll hear on this CD is just the ancient, tried and true songs of love to the Lord in the Blessed Sacrament, like Tantum Ergo, Panis Angelicus, Soul of My Savior. And then we thought about the people in the National Eucharistic Revival, just picturing them sitting in the pew before the Lord in the Blessed Sacrament. And we wrote songs with them in mind and with the Lord in mind and all the graces he wants to pour out upon us during this time. So we have some of the ancient and the well-known, and then a few that are born from our own prayer.
I love it. Here's a bit of the Carmelite Sisters of the Most Sacred Heart, Adoration from Carmel. Listen. So beautiful. This is not the sisters' first CD, though. The community recorded its first album back in 1996. Sister Gianna, what's special about this new CD? And how are listeners reacting?
Well, what's special about this new CD is it's not original in sense of creative. It's ordinary to our Carmelite way of life. But what we're allowing you to do is step inside of our chapel and, as it were, sit in the pew with us, or kneel and adore the Lord. So just the way we recorded this CD is unique to our other albums that we've done. We recorded in our chapel, and the Lord in the Blessed Sacrament was there, and it's just an authentic rendering of our way of life. And I really love that every once in a while you can hear a rosary bead jingle, because we're getting into the music and we're singing and just loving the Lord in praise and together with our voices.
Well, I hope the audio engineer agrees with you, sister. You know, sometimes they get touchy about the, you know, the little tings and clicks happening in the background. But we'll leave it there. Adoration from Carmel, Eucharistic Hymns from the Carmelite Sisters of the Most Sacred Heart of Los Angeles is available now at music outlets everywhere and online. For more information, you can go to sophiamusicgroup.com. Sister Gianna, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.